Welcome back, everyone. Chamorro dancers are touring the Asia Pacific, North America, and Europe to promote Chamorro culture by way of a native dance. Now, the folk dances depict Thanksgiving offerings, wars, births, rituals, and other celebrations. Here's a look. Hey, way to go, guys. Now, here to tell us more about excuse me, this unique cultural experience and feature are Mr. Angel Legaspi, School Administrator of Irahan Middle School in Guam, and Lisa Castro, Cultural Arts Club Advisor of the Irahan Middle School. Excuse me. Guys, welcome and good morning.
Good morning.
Please tell us about the dance that we just saw from the kids.
Well,
go ahead, Lisa, go ahead.
Okay, I'll go ahead and talk about the dance. The dance that you just saw was just a depiction of a contemporary Chamorro cultural dance. And it basically talks about, you know, being Chamorro on the island of Guam.
All right. All right, well, I guess I just, in the middle of me laughing and enjoying the dance, definitely went down a wrong tube. All right, anyways, the kids are from Irahan Middle School.
That's correct.
And it's wonderful. This is the first time that they're in the Philippines, here to also meet other children that are their same age and also share parts of the Chamorro culture, correct?
That's right.
Tell us about the a cultural exchange program that you guys have set up.
Well, Irahan Middle School is, of course, one of the best cultural school that, in Guam. We represent much of the cultural exchange with students from Japan, Korea, and we have also made cultural exchange with Australia. And this is a pilot program now we're trying to do with the Philippines. And our experiences so far in the Philippines have been awesome. We received from Mayor Lim, the city of Manila, yesterday morning. That was a very warm, generous welcome that we received from him. And the kids are just so excited about the Philippines, you know, and of course the parallel history that we have, and you know, the way we see ourselves as neighbors. As well in Guam, we have a big population of Filipino community that are, of course, watching. And these children are ambassadors of goodwill for Guam, and I'm really very proud of them. You know, they're doing a fantastic job of doing what they're supposed to do, their expectation, their talent. They're actually showcasing the jewels of our island of Guam.
Well, that's very, very true, and very well said. That the children really, well, they're not really children, I guess. The young ladies and the young men really do a wonderful job, you know, spreading their culture as soon as, you know, you get into the country, and through dance, which I know Filipinos are very you know, very drawn to when it comes to art and when it comes to singing and dancing. Tell us about the reception of the children, and maybe when you guys went over to Pasig also,
yes,
maybe how people saw the similarities.
Well, our first school that we interacted here in the Philippines is the Good Shepherd Montessori School in Pasig, and I can tell you that the students of that school had such a wonderful means of engaging our children with you know, with the values of you know, Philippine society in terms of their, you know, their warmth and their hospitality. And the songs they sang for us yesterday was really, really touching, and of course our students were very, very impressed, right, Lisa?
Yes, yes. It was a very engaging exchange with the Good Shepherd Montessori School, which we visited yesterday. And like Angel mentioned earlier, we really see the parallel in the history between Guam and the Philippines. And as it was said yesterday, we really are brothers and sisters and cousins, you know, in the same note.
Well, Lisa, I was curious to get your insight as to when you see children who are very tuned into their culture, and you know, to where their family came from, the origins of their ethnicity, and you know, what kind of benefits do you see in children, especially in middle school children? I think middle school is a very important time. I remember my middle school years. It was not. It was kind of a confusing time. You're like, I'm growing up, but I'm not really, but I still kind of feel like a kid. What benefits do you think, you know, that that affiliation with culture gives to kids?
It is, you know, working with the students in the middle school level is very challenging, you know, especially when you think about, you know, their growth, what they're learning. And I think the program that our students enter into really provides the opportunity for them to go out and experience other cultures, as well as, you know, getting that insight into their own culture. And so when they go out and they share who they are, it gives them that sense of self-identity.
That's true. That's very true. I think that's something that I think was tried to explain to me. People tried to explain to me when I was younger, but you don't really realize how much, you know, knowing your culture and being very, you know, comfortable and being very familiar with your culture's ways really ends up helping out later on in life. When you guys, when the kids end up going to college, you know, or you know, you end up presenting yourself out into the workforce, and you're like, no, I know where I come from. I know what makes me able to stand in front of you and just say I could, you know, take on the world.
Again, you know, our role as educators, you know, we really need to inculcate to these young people the values that we want them to, you know, exemplify, you know, in their later years, that the bond of people in the world as, you know, living together. You know, this is such a small world, you know, that we're all in. And this cultural exchange make that you know, make that connection more meaningful. Yeah,
I think it's great what you guys are doing. If there is one thing that, well, I'm sure maybe other children or other children's parents are watching that that you would like people to know about the Chamorro culture, what would it be? And also, if there was one thing from the Filipino culture that you will make sure you take back to Guam, what will that be?
I think, you know, with our culture, it's our sense of hospitality and welcoming. And I think when our students during our students' visit here in the Philippines, they see that as well in the Philippine culture, that we have very, very many similarities in terms of welcoming our visitors, sharing our culture, and being hospitable. And I think the experience that they are having here in the Philippines, I think, has really exceeded what we imagined or what we expected. So I think this is something that they're going to take with them and remember in the future.
I think it's, I hope you guys got some shopping in too. Yeah, you did. Okay, you guys have been here for about 5 days, right? Go ahead.
You know, one thing I also noticed, the commonality of our culture as far as the young people are concerned is their faith in God. That is very, very strong with the Filipinos as well as with the Chamorros. And I think that goes a long way, you know, that strong faith carrying us together and making that bond stronger is very important in our lives.
Well, we look forward to making those bonds even stronger and making more of them. When will you guys be back? I was asking you guys before we went on cam, and maybe any information as to the middle school back in Guam, just in case people may want to get in touch with you.
Well, just a little background information. We are in Irahan Middle School. We are located in the southern end of the island of Guam. The middle school cultural arts program was first established in the year 2000, and we started traveling abroad doing cultural exchanges since about 2003. So we've traveled to Australia, we've traveled to Japan, Saipan, and now the Philippines for the first time. So we are really looking forward to extending that experience, and hopefully we will be coming back next school year.
That's right, and hopefully more schools will be able to experience what the Montessori school in Pasig was able to just yesterday. I know we do have to kind of cut it short, but I know there may be some people watching the kids back home. Do you just want to say their names very quickly? And guys, maybe just wait. Maybe people back home are watching.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. All right, we have Abigail Tamayo, Donovan Pareda, Tassi Duraco, Daniel Gaskin, we have Rianne Taikenko, we have, and I can't see the students in the back, we have Paul Torrey, Michaela Regis, we have there's Sus Cepeda, Joe Chris Garrido.
Yes.
Okay, did I mention everybody?
All right, great, guys. Well, I think they got their little time. Lisa, Angel, it's great to have you guys. I think we have a little bit more time to see another performance from the Chamorro dancers.
Yes.
Well, thank you, and hope to see you back in the Philippines. Definitely come back.
Definitely
Thank you too, Ginger.
All right, and speaking of coming back, Mornings at ANC will also be right back.